Hello and welcome. You may wonder who or even what I am or what place I have in a serious academic setting. For the record, my name is Eric Hackathorn, and I am communicating through Hackshaven Harford, the electronic representation of myself in online virtual worlds. In the next few minutes, I will attempt to summarize the growing world of Web 2.0. In other words, a trend in web design and development which aims to facilitate creativity, collaboration, and sharing between users, creating what are known as social networks. Here is a visualization of my social network on a web application called Facebook. There's me in the center, with an even split between the reds, people I know as Hackshaven, versus the greens, people I know in real life. Not surprisingly, Noah sits on the real side of the fence, likely because very few people in Noah can even access the technology presented here today. However, let's look at the rest of my network. My connections are with people in other agencies, countries, universities, and businesses. In the complete picture, more people know me through my avatar than as Eric Hackathorn. In fact, Google now returns more results for Hackshaven Harford than it does for Eric Hackathorn. What does this mean for future scientific collaboration when Noah begins using these technologies? As an example, have you considered what would happen if Noah were to ask a large enough segment of its customers to take a guess about tomorrow's weather? What if we offered incentives for the closest predictions and created a type of futures exchange around weather modeling? Under the right conditions, could we improve our scientific understanding by taking into account the combined input of our social network? At the same time, could we do a better job convincing humanity that what we do here is important? Let's look at Noah's business network, visualized by analyzing the link structures of various organizations' websites. We immediately see some of our major customers: the Weather Channel, the American Meteorological Society, the National Center for Atmospheric Research, and the National Science Foundation. It would even appear our connection to the White House is via NASA. The point I'm trying to make is that social networks are not just for socializing. It's where Noah's science intersects daily living. Maybe it's where real change in human behavior will occur in the future. Do you want your scientific endeavors to make a difference? Perhaps I'm preaching to the choir, but if that is the case, how can we help each other change our larger organization? Perhaps we should talk a bit about social media and how the internet has changed in the last 10 years. Let's preface that conversation with a discussion of ice cream. Yes, ice cream. Most people love it and many take it for granted. Let's see how it fits into Noah's future business models.
I'm sure you've heard the buzz. Social media may be the next big thing. What's it all about? This is social media in plain English.
"10 years ago, 80% of the content on the internet was written by traditional media organizations, the chocolate, vanilla, and strawberry of content creation. There were very few independent content creators, and the conversation was one-directional, born out of the media models from television and radio. Nowadays, those percentages have flipped, and the market expects, even demands, the opportunity to participate in the conversations that are going on behind our corporate firewall. Sadly, many times our PR pieces have as much similarity to contemporary human voices and convey as much emotion as the 18th century French court. People have learned to tune out these announcements like they tune out radio and TV commercials. Instead, they seek the real story from their social network. However, there is hope. For all our shortcomings, Noah and Ezreal are in the forefront of many of these technologies, and other agencies are actually coming to us for advice and with funding. In April, Congress held its first ever hearing on virtual worlds, and our work was prominently featured. In December, we held our first agency-wide strategic planning meeting. In addition, our president-elect is being referred to as the first wired president, and he has already made it clear that mentalities will need to change. He even has his own blog and is soliciting feedback on how to run his administration. Thank you for your attention these last few minutes. I sincerely hope you've learned something about the changing world of Web 2.0 and that there will be a chance for two-way dialogue in order for us to practice what I am preaching.